Well, hello folks, welcome back to the channel. I am the Custard Prophet. We're back here for our Football Manager 24 playthrough with Hadjuk Split. As you can see behind me, we're going to be focusing on Europe today. We have played 4 games in the Conference League and we sit locked on points with 3 other clubs trying to get into that second spot. We could throw it all away today because we are playing away against Lille, and it's everything on this if we want to stay in and get into the knockout phases. Yeah, folks, it's been a weird bit of football since we were last together. You saw that absolutely fabulous victory over Häcken where we won 5-1 and looked outstanding. We went to Sweden to play Häcken and then promptly got thrashed, which was surprising. So we have ended up on level points with Häcken, but what the other thing that's been going on is Fiorentina beat Lille both home and away. So it's left this group a little bit up in the air, but we have been dreadful away from home in Europe. But how have things been getting on at home? Yeah, folks, so before we go and play this match against Lille, there's just going to be one match in today's episode. We have played a bunch of games since those last 2 games we played, the home draw against Dynamo Zagreb to keep them at bay, and that 5-1 win over BK Häcken. We've qualified for the next round of the Cup against Dugo Polj, their second division side. It was closer than it should have been, a 3-2 win there. It was a bizarre game of football, if I'm being honest, because we absolutely dominated it, 3-0 up, and they scored 2 late goals when we made a bunch of changes. They'd had 2 shots in the match, so how they almost pulled something out of the bag there is beyond me. A real tough game then against Osijek. We won 3-2 away, and that was after going 2-0 down early on. This was a great comeback, and considering we were missing a bunch of players in here, I was really pleased with what we did there. Goals from Perisic and Livalja with a brace. This is the match against Häcken that we struggle with. In all honesty, it was a very even match, but despite the fact we've been scoring goals for fun before and after it, we couldn't seem to find the back of the net this time. We couldn't hit a barn door. It was dreadful. The striking, I changed a bunch of players and just didn't matter what I did. We were just shooting off target all the time. So yeah, I was frustrated there, but we followed that up with 2 solid victories at home in the league. First of those against Rijeka, Kalinic, Livalja and Ben Rahu. And then Gorica were next to be put to the sword. Livalja brace, Ben Haru and Ferro with the goals. In the team, we can see there is a few injuries here. The likes of Hrgovic, who doesn't play an awful lot, is out, but we've had the likes of Brekalo, Perisic and 1 or 2 others out injured. It's made it quite tricky trying to play with so missing our real sort of creative influences. So playing like front 4s like this with Ben Haru going through the middle, Klein Heisler who's been in and out, with even Kadu's been getting some games on the right side. So it's been a bit of a weird one. It's been hard to kind of get right. We also had injuries at the back as well, and we've just got, I think it was Elez who was out, I can't fully remember, but those 2 have done really nicely together, and almost anyone else we've put in there hasn't quite gelled. So folks, let's go and play this game against Lille. I think we've got a little bit of time before the match. We've got 4 days. We're going to rest our players up for a day, and then we'll hopefully have some fresh legs coming into the game. So I'll see you when the match starts. Right, so here we are. It's game day. Häcken will be away against Fiorentina, so I expect Fiorentina to win that. So a win here would put us in a really good place, and just a match at home against Fiorentina to play. What I realised I didn't mention was our league position, so let's have a look at that. You can see here we have maintained, I think last time out we were 8 points clear of Dynamo. Dynamo have drawn yet another game, which is really interesting. It's goals that seem to be their problem. Defensively, they're solid as anything, but they are struggling to score the goals. Which has not been an issue for us. You can see our goal difference is plus 18 beyond theirs. So we're 10 points ahead of them, and that plus 18 goal difference gives us really another point. So we are in an absolutely fantastic position, and we'll focus on the league in future episodes. But we would, if we throw it away here, it would be really disappointing. I don't think it's impossible, and this is because of the nature of the league. We've got to play Dynamo Zagreb twice more. So potentially, if they win both of those games, they get 6 of those 10 points back, and they're just 4 behind. What we want to avoid is getting less than those 6 points. We want to keep them arm's length as much as we can. So we just need to keep winning game after game after game. Right, let's go and play. Right, very, very strong side is back. We've got pretty much the first team side out. We are making maybe a couple of little changes, but this is what it is. We've got Lille up top. He's going to lead the line. We're not going to go with Perisic. We're going with a slightly better player up there. Brekalo's back on the left side. Perisic back on the right side. Both of those have been out recently. Banharu, who has been starting a few games, is going to continue in the centre. He's done well in that position. Zappa and Puskás in the centre of midfield. And then Diallo is back from injury as well, with Ferro, Elez and Mufi. Kalinic also back from injury. Lukic has been deputising, but we need our best goalkeeper there. So let's see what we can do here. This might be an interesting one. No idea. The pundits think it's about evens as to what is going to happen. So they can't really decide. I'm just not sure we're good enough away from home. And that's been a real problem recently. So, early opportunity potentially here to Lille. They're running down this left side, trying to find that critical pass. Diakate. We know they've got some good players, Lille. And it's a lovely shot into Kalinic, and he just holds that in his chest. Very nicely done. So here is Elez looking for a pass. Mufi into Puskás. They're putting the pressure on, and that's a dreadful bit of play. And we're just looking again. It was really not very good. And I wonder whether it's just the pressure that these teams are putting on us. Yeah, it's Angel Gomez, isn't it? Who's the, who plays for Lille. He's just moved. Has he just moved? I forget. I think I saw something about him moving. I can't remember if it was he actually did or didn't. But Haraldsson has got an early goal there. We need to be infinitely better than that if we are going to compete here. We're 1-0 down and we are limping out of Europe, unfortunately. We need to be better. Perisic loses the ball. Our better players need to stand up and be counted. And at the minute, they're doing anything but that. I mean, we can be brilliant in the league, but if we're not in the league here, we are in the big league, and you really can see it. That's a lovely ball. Oh, well done. That's well cleared. But again, we don't really clear our lines properly, and that was nicely done. I'm not sure if it was the goalkeeper or the post, but I'll take it. Fiorentina 1-0 up in their match as well. And we have not even seen a chance yet. And this has kind of been what it's been like. They are just camped in our half, passing the ball around. And we're just hanging on at the minute. We'll encourage them. Gomez throwing the ball in there. And yeah, we've cleared it and cleared it well. But I would like... part of the reason I decided not to go with Perisic up top was just I wanted someone more mobile to stop this kind of thing happening. But maybe we need a presence up top. Let's see. We've haven't had a shot yet, but it's a nice ball round the corner. And, well, I didn't script that one happening. A absolute mess from Lille, and Lille has equalised. I mean, that is a ridiculous goal. Ferro into Diallo. Their goalkeeper just blocks Ben Haru, and then I mean, it's not the goalkeeper, it's the defender. And then to try and make up for his mistake, he clears it, but he just chips it into Lille. Stupid goal, but we'll take it. 1-0. I mean, could we look something out? We need to be better than this, though. We can't just rely on the charity of Lille and their inability to defend. Oh, that's a lovely ball. Wow, they have been all over us in this first 26 minutes. We're somehow level, though. That's mad. Bracalo, though, he's got a little bit of an effort here. Ooh, out was sneaked over the bar. Decent shot. Nice to see. Like it's not fully Lille now. Are we getting back in the side? Where is my right back, left back? Oh, what a shot that is. Kalinic finds a top corner. A bit of a worldie there, but again, a lot of space. And Diallo, I think, he's an inverted left back, isn't it? And they're just, maybe that's what we need to do. We need to just push him out and just play him as just a standard fullback on support. Just a bit more width on that side, maybe. Here's Ben Rahu, who I said had been a little bit better. Maybe that's just going to help us. It's definitely the inverted right back, which has not helped us. You can see Fiorentina 2-0 up against Häcken, so that looks like that might be all over. But we're still in this, amazingly, and that was Ilez, and he just headed that wide. So we are getting opportunities now and again. 3-0 Fiorentina now. And we are... second best in this side, and you have to say, I think 2-1 is a fair result. Brekalu is again injured. We cannot risk him. We absolutely cannot risk him. So what we will do, I think, is it's going to be a change of pace, but Livalja is going to come back on the left side. Kalinic up top at half time. So this is going to be a little bit different. They've got a different threat now, the Lille defence. So maybe that's going to be a good thing. I'm not 100% sure. Didn't work against them in the other game, I don't think, but we know he's got a good header on him. So moving a few people around, Livalja's now come in behind Kalinic as the shadow striker. Ben Rahu is just on the left side now. We've brought on Adija Afoe as well, just to try and beef up the midfield a little bit. We've not seen anything from Kalinic up top, so Angel Gomez is going to have a shot, is he? Oh, no, he doesn't, but it's into Unas, and we're 3-1 down. And unfortunately, this looks like the end of our European adventure this season. Well, we've made a bunch of changes, probably chief of which is Kleinheisler coming on the right side. Made a few changes at the back as well, just to on both left and right defensive positions, with the hope that we can maybe use those wing backs a little bit better. But it's not. The second half has been much tighter. They've had their goal, but we've not really seen an awful lot else. And I think the two goals, second and third goal, were well taken. And that was dreadful defending. And we're 4-1 down, and we have conceded. I dread to think how many goals away from home in this competition. It's last 3 games in the leagues, we've been awful. So this is definitely something we would, if whatever European competition we're in next time, something we need to look at, because we need to be more solid at the back and more creative. It's like both of those things. It's just a very different standard of play compared to what we're used to. But here's Puskás. Can he get a late opportunity? The ball through. It's into Kalinic. Not seen him at all. Odajaya. And it's Kleinheisler's picked it up. Lost it. Got it back again. Hajduk, who also has come on. He does offer a good attacking threat. And Kalinic, that is what we get with him. It's a big header just wide. And there we go. I think that is it for our European dream. We've got to play Fiorentina, but the likelihood of us getting anything, overturning a 9-goal difference is minuscule. And Lille are going to be playing Hacken. So as a result, yeah, I think that is it. And we'll be concentrating on the league going forward. Bracalo injured, but not too bad. And we can look at what's coming up. So we have a busy... we have a busy December coming up, well, somewhat busy December, but we'll probably come back at some point during February to see how things are going, whether we made any transfers, those sort of things, and we should have a much better idea of whether we look like we are still on to win the league. It's going to be a tough one, but I think this side has that ability to do it. Yeah, folks, let me know your thoughts on this. Yes, we're out of Europe, but the silver lining is we are leading the league by 10 points, which feels pretty good. So maybe Champions League football to come. Anyway, folks, if you've enjoyed that, please hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. I'll see you for the next one. Goodbye.